when you think of a beat 'em up, you typically think of a sort of, it's 2D but in a pseudo 3D environment where your character can walk into the depths of the screen as well as left and right and jump. And I personally felt that those mechanics would actually take away from the more fast-paced RWBY experience. The depth mechanic really slowed the game pace down because you would often find yourself having to align yourself with the depth of the character of the enemies you're fighting. And sometimes there were some moments where you thought you like doing like a running kick and it did a lot of damage and it looked cool. But what usually ended up happening is that I would run and do a lunge kick and I would miss everyone entirely because I wasn't in the right depth. And I really felt that that would take away from the epic fights that you would expect from something RWBY. So I actually made the conscious decision to limit the combat to not even 2 axes, but just 1. There's no jumping in this game. And the other reason why I removed the jumping is, while it does add for some really cool looking air combos, I do kind of feel that a lot of times jumping is used a little too much in, not just in fighting, but in games in general. Like bunny hopping is a thing in first person shooters and it kind of looks a little ridiculous in my opinion. And you don't traditionally see a lot of that in RWBY. So instead of having jumps, individual moves might appear to jump for effect, but it doesn't actually matter in the calculation of hits or anything like that. It's just a visual spectacle. And by limiting it to 1 axis, we really only give you 1 axis to worry about. So you don't have to worry about lining up shots. You don't have to worry about aiming. You just kind of go. And it allows you to make more rapid fire decisions and allow me to speed up the combat a bit and fill the screen up with more enemies. And you have a lot less to focus on, a lot less to worry about, a lot less to keep track of.